Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality. Subscribe to this channel to enhance your knowledge about our reality. In today's episode number 144, I am going to present you with 3 theories about consciousness and the contents of one of my books. The first theory is from Andrew Brooke, a philosopher. He has proposed a unified theory of consciousness. Here are the key ideas from his work. Brooke's theory aims to provide a unified account of different kinds of consciousness. It seeks to bridge the gap between various aspects of cognition and consciousness. Brooke treats consciousness as a feature of cognitive, information processing systems. Rather than relying solely on introspection, he incorporates empirical research to develop his theory. Brooke has also explored a new theory of the representational base of consciousness in collaboration with Paul Raymond. This work delves into how consciousness is grounded in representational processes. Let's delve into an illustrative example based on Andrew Brooke's theory of consciousness. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet room, reading a book. Your visual system processes the words on the page, and your brain interprets their meaning. At the same time, you're aware of the soft hum of the air conditioner and the feel of the chair against your back. These sensory experiences, visual, auditory, and tactile, are part of your conscious awareness. According to Brooke's theory, consciousness arises from representational processes. Here's how this scenario fits into his framework. Your brain represents the words on the page, the sound of the air conditioner, and the sensation of the chair. These representations are encoded in neural activity patterns. Consciousness emerges when these representations are integrated. In other words, your brain combines information from different sensory modalities, vision, hearing, and touch, into a unified experience. This integration allows you to perceive the room, rather than as isolated sensations. Brooke emphasizes the importance of unity in consciousness. The fact that you experience the room as a coherent whole, rather than a disjointed collection of sensory inputs, is a hallmark of conscious awareness. Brooke's theory views consciousness as a property of cognitive systems. It's not just about raw sensory data, it's about how the brain processes and integrates that data. That means that consciousness emerges from cognitive systems, in other words from the brain. The second theory is from the book titled The Nature of Consciousness, a Hypothesis, by Susan Pocket, who presents a novel perspective on consciousness. Let's explore the essence of her theory. Pocket proposes that spatiotemporal patterns of the electromagnetic field are the essence of consciousness. Unlike the psychoneural view, which associates consciousness with neuronal firing, her hypothesis boldly asserts that these electromagnetic patterns constitute conscious experiences. Throughout the book, Pocket takes readers on a stimulating intellectual journey. She draws from ancient Hindu religious texts and contemporary neuroscience literature to support and defend her hypothesis. In summary, The Nature of Consciousness, a Hypothesis dives into the intriguing interplay between electromagnetic fields and conscious awareness. The third theory is the one postulated by the neuroscience. According to them, the field of consciousness studies has evolved significantly, bridging the gap between philosophy and rigorous neuroscience. Let's explore some leading theories of consciousness. Global neuronal workspace theory suggests that consciousness arises when information becomes globally available to multiple cognitive systems in the brain. Neurons broadcast signals across various brain areas, enabling conscious awareness. Integrated information theory proposes that consciousness emerges from the integration of information within a complex network. It quantifies consciousness using a measure called phi, which reflects the degree of integrated information in a system. Re-entry hypothesis focuses on recurrent neural activity. Consciousness results from ongoing feedback loops, where information circulates between brain regions. This dynamic re-entry process contributes to our conscious experiences. Predictive processing theories emphasize the brain's predictive abilities. Consciousness arises when the brain generates predictions about sensory input and compares them with actual sensory data. Discrepancies lead to conscious awareness. Remember that the hard problem of consciousness, the subjective experience, remains a challenge. While we've made significant progress, understanding consciousness fully continues to captivate scientists and philosophers alike. Neuroscience theories predominantly suggest that consciousness arises within the brain. Let's delve into this further. Brain-centric view. Most neuroscientific theories propose that conscious experiences are intricately tied to brain activity. Neurons, synapses, and neural networks play a central role in generating consciousness. Brain regions such as the cerebral cortex, thalamus, and other interconnected structures contribute to our awareness, perception, and selfhood. Neural correlates of consciousness. Researchers seek specific neural patterns associated with conscious states. These NCCs provide clues about where and how consciousness emerges. For instance, studies link certain brainwaves, like gamma oscillations and synchronized firing of neurons, to conscious perception. Emergent properties. Consciousness is considered an emergent property, an outcome of complex interactions among neurons. As neural networks process information, consciousness emerges from their collective dynamics. Challenges and mysteries. Despite progress, a hard problem remains. Explaining the subjective experience has not been solved yet. How do neural processes give rise to our inner world of thoughts, feelings, and sensations? Some theories explore quantum effects, microtubules, or non-local aspects, but these remain speculative and debated. In summary, while consciousness is closely tied to brain function, the precise mechanisms remain a captivating frontier in neuroscience. In other words, all these three theories didn't explain what consciousness is. Let's see what it is saying about one of my books. Tomás Guevara Calderón, a Costa Rican author, has written a book titled Rewriting the Reality, the Universal Consciousness and the Gods Concept. Here are some details about the book. Title: Rewriting the Reality, the Universal Consciousness and the Gods Concept. Language: English. Content: this book covers several important topics related to consciousness, the mind, our body, and, of course, the brain. It introduces a fresh perspective on the links of consciousness and their nature, revealing how everything in existence is created using these links. Additionally, it explores what happens after death, challenging common beliefs, and explains the mechanism of perception and value fulfillment. Part of the Rewriting the Reality series. Publication date: January 8, 2024. Format: available as a Kindle ebook. Author's background: Tomás Guevara Calderón belongs to the Samari family and aligns with the Willamette family. His orientation is common, and he sheds light on the characteristics of the families that designed our reality and dimension. His perspective on consciousness diverges from many mainstream authors in several ways. Guevara Calderón delves into metaphysical aspects, connecting consciousness to universal principles and the concept of God. While some authors focus on empirical evidence and neuroscience, he explores broader cosmic connections. His work suggests that our reality is intentionally designed by specific families or entities. This contrasts with scientific reductionism, which seeks to explain consciousness solely through physical processes. Guevara Calderón challenges conventional views on life after death. He proposes that consciousness continues beyond physical existence and that perception plays a crucial role in shaping our experiences. His perspective emphasizes value fulfillment, the idea that consciousness seeks to fulfill its inherent purpose. This differs from reductionist models that focus on neural networks and brain activity. In his work, Tomás Guevara Calderón approaches the mind-body problem from a metaphysical perspective, intertwining consciousness, perception, and cosmic design. Here are some key points. Unlike traditional dualism, which posits a separation between mind and body, Guevara Calderón suggests that consciousness is intricately connected to both physical and non-physical aspects of existence. He views the mind and body as interwoven threads within a larger cosmic fabric. His theory proposes a universal consciousness that permeates all things. Rather than isolating consciousness within individual minds, he envisions it as a fundamental force that shapes reality itself. Guevara Calderón explores how perception influences our experiences. He suggests that our conscious awareness actively participates in creating the world we perceive. In this view, perception isn't passive, it's the creator of our reality. His work emphasizes that consciousness seeks to fulfill its inherent purpose, what he calls value fulfillment. This purpose extends beyond mere survival or physical processes. It involves aligning with universal principles and contributing to the greater whole. Guevara Calderón proposes that specific families or entities intentionally design our reality. These cosmic architects play a role in shaping consciousness, purpose, and existence. Let's explore the differences between Tomás Guevara Calderón's theory and Andrew Brooks' theory of consciousness. Nature of consciousness. Andrew Brooks' theory views consciousness as a feature of cognitive systems, emphasizing representational processes and integration of sensory information. Tomás Guevara Calderón's metaphysical framework connects consciousness to universal principles, cosmic design, and value fulfillment. He explores emotions, perception, and the mind-body relationship. Linear versus non-linear. Brooks' work primarily focuses on linear aspects of consciousness, drawing from empirical research and traditional harmonic analysis methods. Afterlife and cosmic harmony. Brooks' theory doesn't explicitly address afterlife or cosmic harmonies. Guevara Calderón explores emotions beyond physical existence and their resonance with cosmic harmonies. Now let's compare Susan theory with my book. While Susan Pocket's electromagnetic field theory of consciousness and Tomás Guevara Calderón's metaphysical perspective both touch upon consciousness, they diverge significantly in their approaches. Let's see the differences. Nature of consciousness. Pocket, she proposes that conscious experiences are identical with specific electromagnetic patterns generated by the brain. These patterns give rise to conscious awareness. Guevara Calderón, he delves into metaphysical aspects, connecting consciousness to universal principles and the concept of God. His view transcends empirical evidence and explores broader cosmic connections. Reality design. Pocket, her theory focuses on brain-generated electromagnetic fields. It doesn't explicitly address the intentional design of reality. Guevara Calderón, he suggests that our reality is intentionally designed by specific families or entities. This design includes conscious experiences and their purpose. Afterlife and perception. Pocket, her theory doesn't delve into the afterlife or perception beyond physical existence. Guevara Calderón, he challenges conventional views, proposing that consciousness continues beyond physical life. Perception plays a crucial role in shaping experiences. Value fulfillment. Pocket, her theory doesn't emphasize value fulfillment. Guevara Calderon, he aligns with the idea that consciousness seeks to fulfill its inherent purpose. In summary, while both theories explore consciousness, Pocket's is grounded in neuroscience, whereas Guevara Calderon's takes a metaphysical and cosmic perspective. Let me explain now the neural correlates of consciousness, known as NCCs. They refer to specific brain systems whose activity directly correlates with states of conscious experience. In other words, an NCC is a neural system whose state aligns with conscious awareness, which literally means been awake. These correlates help us understand the relationship between subjective mental states and brain activity. While they don't fully explain consciousness itself, a hard problem, they provide valuable insights into how neural processes contribute to our conscious perceptions and experiences. In past episodes I have explained that consciousness didn't arise or emerges from the brain. You can compare the mind with the main switch of your home. It is a dispositive to enable the mind energy to access our body, just like the switch lets the electrical current to turn on or off your diverse equipment and tools of your house. Our mind, which is not a thing, it's an essential part of the universal consciousness, which you can call God as you wish. We are entities made of links of consciousness, beings of light or energy. We direct our body using the brain and its NCCs. In past episodes I told all of you that we can compare the mind with our aura, which is the field energy that surrounds our bodies, and that this field is part of a greater field that is our essence, which at the same time, is part of a greater limitless field which is the universal consciousness. More easily I can't explain what we are and what consciousness is. If you want more information, you can buy my books at Amazon.com or contact me directly, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, which is free.